Come here, me little Jackie, now I've smoked me backy, have a bit of cracky till the boat comes in. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mummy, dance to the daddy, to the mummy, sing. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a fishy when the boat comes in.
Tommy, go here.
Mind you give us the right caning?
No use blaming me, mister. Blame the pennies.
Aye, but you've done all right.
Fair flings, mister. Who was it?
Where the hell do you think you're going?
Whom? What for?
You better bloody stop. Nobody leaves here till the game's over. Nobody. Especially when they made money the way you have.
Get away to hell.
What's going on here?
This man's got money of ours in his pocket and now he's packing in.
What's wrong with that? There's no to stop him.
The way he's raked it in.
As long as he won it fair. You want enough, son?
I'm satisfied.
Aye, be good.
How are we? Oh, aye. All right, you can go now.
Hey. How much have we collected?
Less than £3, I reckon. For more than 100 outside men. Would have thought they could have done better than that. They all know you left a widow and kids.
Well, I'll be fair, that's nearly a tanner a man and no big wages. Not bad when you consider.
Aye. And 6 months since they all cried their eyes out for poor Harry Armstrong. Trapped by half a ton of metal and coffined where he was killed. And that's what they think of him now.
Ah, well, they did what they could. That's too bad. A young woman and widded.
And you're that Bonnie?
Yeah, Bonnie enough.
Well, she'll not keep Bonnie long. Not with that lot. Widow's pension, kids to bring up.
Oh, that makes you think.
You know what I mean? Starve. The workhouse. Unless someone steps in.
Marry, you mean? Don't talk daft and want to marry a houseful.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, I remember you in France always thinking the big push would go through and it never did. You're a born optimist, Matt. But I'll tell you one thing.
Aye?
I'm glad our Dolly won't have that problem if anything ever happens to me. There'll be no kids to drag her down. Only have her own mouth to feed.
Hello, Mrs. Ashton. Just popped in to give your Tom Spender a bit of a rub.
Oh, is he out?
Said he had to go away for a bit, so he left me his key. Asked me to keep an eye on place.
I see.
Didn't he tell you?
Well, perhaps you can tell me where.
No idea.
Are you sure, Daisy?
I try not to pry.
Of course you do.
I'll tell you one thing. One way and another, that lad's fed up to teeth. All knocks and damn little sympathy. I'm heart sorry for him. No wonder he's getting out of it. I don't blame him.
Well, I know what he's had to put up with.
I sometimes wonder.
Well, he might have told his mother. He really might. Are you sure you don't know where he is?
Just went off with a case.
Suitcase?
Little brown tashi case. One I brought with me when we moved from Bolton.
I see. Well, thank you, Daisy. You've been very helpful.
And it was me as ironed a shirt for him.
You're very kind.
Now what?
I've lost a shilling.
Well, it's not over here. Maybe it's under there.
Well, that's a mystery.
Anybody round here lose anything?
You found the right house, Mr. Gibson. Is it a shilling?
You want to take care of your money.
Thanks.
Important, is it?
No, we've been taking a gathering of Harry Armstrong.
How did it go?
Could have done better.
I'm sorry to hear that. Here, maybe this will help a bit.
I wasn't begging, Mr. Gibson. It's for outside men only.
I was an outside man myself once.
All right.
How's Lizzie Armstrong?
Lizzie? Oh, she pegs along. I'll mention you were asking after us.
Say out about it. Just add that to the rest.
All right, we'll do that.
Well, Matt, what's it like coming back to the yard after pit work?
I miss the pit ponies, Mr. Gibson. They do all the horse work down pit. On top of that,
Yes, Matt.
I find it a bit drafty round here.
You want to try managing the yard a day or two? Well, I'll leave you to it. But you might do me a favour.
And what'll that be?
Let me know if there's anything I can do. I used to work with our old man when I was a lad. He was a good, honest craftsman.
You think he's sweet on her?
Get away, man. You're imagining things. Away.
What do you think of all the money? Jack and Mr. Headley brought it. A gathering. Isn't that grand?
Oh, is Jack here?
Aye, him and Mr. Headley are out mending the mangle for us. They're out the back now. Mind, they've been good friends to me.
All his mates thought the world of your man, Lizzie.
Aye, he was a canny man. Maybe he did like his beer and his racing pigeons, but he liked his home as well. There was many and many a time he stayed in to let me go out. Isn't that right what I'm saying to Mrs. Ashton, Robert?
That's right, Mum.
He's a good lad. I've no grumbles about him, really. Mind, I complain about his reading, but at least I know where he is, when he's not out chasing after pigeons.
It's Robert that's brought me here. I'd like to have a serious talk with you about him, Lizzie.
Has Mr. Ashton been complaining about you? Now, come on, spit it out.
I've done nothing, Mum, honest.
Mr. Ashton isn't complaining. On the contrary.
Oh, I see.
All fixed, missus. Good as new.
What did you see?
Hello, Jack.
Want me help count the gathering, have you?
No, it's Lizzie's boy I've come about. She should be proud of him. You've got a clever boy there, Lizzie. Mind you, all this is confidential.
Maybe we better leave.
No, if I want you to leave, I'll tell you. Now, get on with it, lass, and stop making a feast of it.
It's the grammar school scholarships. 500 boys sat this year, and Robert came out top.
Well done, lad.
Hey, here's something to celebrate it with.
Let's make it a bob.
We'll grab it, lad, before we change our minds.
Why, what do you say?
Thanks very much, but I didn't think I could take it.
Robert, do you know what you're saying?
Aye, he knows, Jessie. And I'll tell you something else as well. There was nobody primed him.
It means you can't take the scholarship, Jesse. That right, lad? Go on, son, take it. You've earned it.
Why, Jack?
You better ask Lizzie that. And why on about it? Ask her how far away his pension stretches. Billy!
Hello, Tom. I thought I'd find you here.
Hey, how in the world did you find out?
Yeah, you don't change much, do you? We're always hid out here when we're kids. But look, I haven't pulled it down yet. Well, what is it this time, Tom? The bobbies?
No such luck. Pitch and toss school.
You mean you didn't pay your debts?
Debts? I couldn't go wrong.
Get away.
I'm telling you, lad, I couldn't go wrong. I was rolling in it.
How much?
60 quid, kidder. More than you've ever seen in your life.
Well, that's why you're celebrating, I suppose.
Look, I took it off two fellas. They claim I didn't win it fair and they want it back.
Two fellas?
Dodger Green and Dickie Edgar.
Oh, I see. Well, why didn't you go to the police?
Because pitch and toss is illegal. I thought even a medical student would know that. You on holiday again, are you?
I'm just down for the weekend. Good thing, too, if you ask me.
Don't you worry about me, lad. I'm off.
Off where?
There's a collier sailing with the tide tomorrow. First stop, London. Well, it can't come soon enough for me. I've got a belly full here, I can tell you that.
Why? And what about me, ma'am? I mean, she's only got your bairn to look after.
Ah, well, I was hoping maybe you'd tell her after I've gone, like.
Oh, thank you. I come home for a nice, quiet, sociable weekend. Your land is in this mess.
For God's sake, Billy, man, you know what she's like.
I know what she's got to carry and all.
Look, them two fellas will be watching, honest. The minute they get wind of me, they'll be down like a ton of bricks.
All right. Look how you're for grub.
Picked up a pint and a couple of bottles of beer on the way.
Yeah, so I can get you something out of Jessie's.
Oh, thanks, kidder. Hey, you can do us another favour and all.
Why?
Let Jack Ford know I'm here.
Jack?
Aye.
All right, then.
Harry always said our Robert would win the scholarship, you know. So one night he sat down at that very table and reckoned up how much it would cost him. He was that kind of man.
Was that?
Aye, and he reckoned we could just about afford it. I mean, that was with his wages.
All the same.
But you see what my problem is, lass? It's not scholarships. I wish it was. It's feeding me veins.
He's right, you know.
I know. But please, Lizzie, don't do anything hasty.
But do you see what I'm up against?
I do.
5 more years schooling. 16 before he earns a wage. So just you put that money away.
In the pink teapot, Mum.
Aye. Oh, and hey, remind us on with a letter of thanks to write to the men.
There's no hurry. I want you at a meeting tonight.
Oh, what's that all about?
You'll see.
Because I can't go in that's flat. I mean, there's nobody to mind the house.
There's Robert.
And him with a book in his fist the minute I turn me back. I keep telling him his eyes will drop out. He'll go blind. What is it anyway?
It's the annual meeting of the Labour Party.
I'm sorry I'll not be there then. But home comes before politics.
You could go.
What makes you say that?
Matt, you could drop in. You got nothing else to do. How about it, Matt?
Well, I'll be glad to.
Oh, very well then.
If that's all right with you.
Suits me.
That's settled then. Go on, Matt.
Aye.
If you want a friend for life, fetch him some books.
Before you go, Jessie, Norman Taylor tells me he's nominating you for the executive tonight.
Why, that's grand.
I'm not elected yet.
He wants you to second the nomination. Get more votes if a woman spoke.
But Jack, I've never made a speech in my life. I'd be petrified.
Then it's high time you started.
All right, then. But mind, I'll tell you something. There's nobody else I would do it for. Nobody.
No chips tonight?
No, there isn't. They were spoilt waiting.
Are you having anything, Pet?
No, I'm not.
Come on, Dolly, don't be daft.
The pantry's full, isn't it?
I'm not talking about food. Other wives get taken out now and again. They're given a bit consideration.
Well, come out tonight if you like.
Oh, did you hear that, Matt? Me husband actually asked us out. Well, you can keep your Labour Party meeting.
Dolly.
Other men can take their wives out for a bit of entertainment, but not mine. Oh, no. He's got other fish to fry. Like pulling strings for his fancy bit. When are you going to grow up, Jack Ford? Well? Are you going to answer me?
Excuse me.
You and your gallivanting about. You and your Jessie Ashton.
Oh, so it's Jessie, is it?
Of course it's Jessie. Who do you think it was, Lizzie Tiddlypop? The whole place is buzzing with it.
The whole place is nothing but a gossip shop and you know it and there's no reason for it.
That's what you think. I've got my own opinion.
Oh, aye.
You were seen with her in Beach Lane last week. And you weren't content with meeting her once today. You've got to go and meet her again.
Oh, for God's sake, Dolly.
But she'll walk straight past me without speaking. Look right through us, this stuff-up bitch. Will you listen to me, Jack Ford? Now will you listen?
No, I won't. I've had enough. I'm full to the gullet. I'm going out. Another pint. Take some books for the lad. Coral Island, the young fur traders, and King Solomon's mines.
That was from Sunday school.
I bet it was. That looks all right to me.
Oh, Dolly didn't think so. You should have heard her. She didn't half pile into me.
Get away.
Didn't give me the lickings of a dog. What did I want bothering me head with Lizzie Armstrong? Didn't I have enough on my plate, so I told her.
Told her what?
I told her for the lad. Aye, she says. And his mother's a widow.
And what did you say to that?
Well, what could I say? I walked out and left her.
Snap. Fancy Lizzie, dear?
I'd do no such thing. Oh, I'd never in my head, never. You can't move now but this talk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can't even be helpful now.
Well, I said I'm sorry.
Aye. And you want to be.
Oh, so now it's my responsibility. Tell me why.
Our Dolly's not blind, you know. She's got eyes in her head. Same with a lot more of us around here.
Go on.
It's that Ashton lass. Still head over heels with her.
Am I?
Maybe she's not your fancy bit yet. But she would be if you had your way.
There's only one thing wrong with that, Matt. The lass you're talking about happens to be married.
I may be. But I'll not stand by and see Dolly messed about. I think a lot of our Dolly, and don't you forget it.
And you think I don't? That's no but gossip, man. How here, Matt?
Never mind that. You're up to something.
Me?
Aye. You. And if I didn't know you better, I'd say it was politics, only...
Only what?
Only you're not interested in politics.
Maybe not. But supposing I was. Say one day the fancy took me. What'd be the first thing I'd need?
Get a bit of money behind you, I suppose?
Not cash, Matt. Pulls. I'd want folk with influence in this town behind me. folks like the Ashtons.
Friends?
That's right.
You mean you'd use your friends?
You can't do without friends, Matt. Not if you want to get on.
All right, it's only Jessie and me.
How are you?
Terrified. Half starved. Apart from that, I'm fine. Hey, what did you want to go and bring her here for?
I made him here.
What's this then?
It's a hot pie and some sandwiches. We picked them up on the way. The shop was just closing. Well, aren't you going to eat them?
They'll keep.
You might be a bit grateful.
What have I got to be grateful about? Tell me that.
Easy now, Tom.
Did you tell Jack Ford I wanted a word with him?
Jack's willing to stand by, and Matt Headley will come in as well.
I didn't send you to Jack to go crying for help. I just want to talk to him.
There's plenty of time for talking later. We've got to get you away from here. And the four of us should do it.
For?
I'm in this as well.
You couldn't box buttercups.
Tom.
Says you don't understand. These men, they're poison.
I'm in this with you.
No, Billy, you're not. Look, the last couple of fellas that tackled him are still in plaster.
Oh, well, that's it, then you've chucked it in, haven't you?
No, it's not that at all. I just don't want you mixed up in it.
Well, that's my choice.
Billy, you're not getting carved up on my behalf, and that's final.
He's right, you know. He's just not up to it.
I've told you, Billy. Just you stay out of it.
Well, he's all yours, Jessie. God help you.
Oh, Billy. Don't think I'm ungrateful. Dear God, nothing ever goes right for me.
No, you're sure you'll be all right?
Fine, Lizzie, fine. Well, that chair looks very thin.
Take Hattie's on the mantelpiece if you fancy a cup. Oh, and there's some lemon cake in the pantry. You'll find that in the box.
Robert will keep me right on that.
Aye. The bairn seems settled enough. I can hear his voice. Well, I'll be away then. And thanks, Mr. Headley, you've been very kind.
Don't mention it. Oh, and Mrs.
Yes?
You can call me Matt. Everybody else does.
What everybody else does is no concern of mine. Mind you look comfortable enough in that chair.
I should. It's the very marrow that pair me mum and dad of, over the aged miners' homes.
It's a pity you couldn't stay with them.
Aye, it's arranged to leave you home.
Yes. Good night, Matt.
Hi.
Did you get them to sleep then?
Told them to be quiet or there'd be no pictures in the morning. That job settled them.
I bet.
What's your book?
The Young Fur Traders.
Good, is it?
Very good.
So's mine.
Phillips is a fry tonight.
Why?
We'll have to have some.
Good.
Fish in a pen at 3 times. We'll wait for you, Mum. Coming back from the meeting.
Bye, isn't it cosy? Just like old times.
Hello, Arthur.
You look pleased with yourself.
I am. I've just been elected to the executive.
Oh,
Aren't you pleased?
not particularly.
Arthur, you know this is important to me.
Not to me, Jessie. I didn't marry a member of the Labour Party executive.
Well, you're married to one now. You know I'm only doing this because I believe it's right.
No, you're not. You're doing it because you enjoy it.
Maybe I do. That doesn't make it wrong. Please, Arthur. Oh, no.
It's you, Billy.
Hello, Arthur. Is that Jessie in?
Yes, she is. Come in.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
You're not.
Jessie, I think you better come and see me, Mum. Dad's found out about Tom. He's given her hell.
Leave him to me. You don't mind, dear Arthur? I won't be long.
I'll still be here.
Everything all right?
Everything's quiet.
You sure? Nobody strange got into the stables?
Nobody. Me and our gang's kept real good lookout.
Good lad. Oh, well, that better be going. You want to let the Slady Blue one off first?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Ford. He was my dad's favourite. Think it'll be all right?
Oh, your pigeons now, son. Oh, we're running now. Come on now. There you are now. Have you got him now? And now cast off proper, mind. Full stretch. Now let go.
Bye, but he's bonny, isn't he?
Aye, he is and all.
Mrs. Ford! You, Mrs. Ford!
Is Tom seen going away, Mr. Ford?
So he reckons.
Think he'll be back?
He'll be back all right, just like your Slady Blue.
I broke that pound of sugar I owe you.
Hey, what's up, missus?
I'm locking them out. That's what's up.
Well, the men coming in from work, Dolly. Don't you feel a twinge?
Not me, missus. I've started just as I intend to finish. They've been bad enough to me, the pair of them.
Locked. Dolly! Dolly!
I'd never dare.
Save your breath.
I never shouted. I never said a word.
You and your Lizzie Armstrong.
Well, it's the truth, isn't it? How was I to know how Dolly would turn Huffy?
After going on like that about Lizzie, what lovely lemon cake she bakes and what nice bread and all the rest of it.
Yes, she does.
What's got now to do with it, man? Didn't anybody ever tell you the last thing you do is praise one woman's cooking in front of another? It's practically suicide.
But somebody had to say something. I was only trying to be sociable.
Well, make me a promise, will you? Don't try and be sociable again.
But what's happened to her? She's never done this before.
Never done what?
Gonna left us. Where do you think she's gone?
I'll tell you where she's gone. She's gone on strike. That's where she's bloody gone. What have you been up to?
Fixing the ship for our kid.
Have you anything to eat on you?
Sorry. You're not in the dinners today?
Look, this is just between us. Dolly's locked us out.
Aye, it's bloody funny, isn't it?
Where are you off?
Where I can warm me toes.
We all know where that is.
What's up with him?
He's been struck by lightning. He doesn't know it.
Like you were. Should have got yourself a lightning conductor.
You've been round to our house, have you?
Bah, you're sharp.
You get like that when you're married. What did you find out?
Well, it's just a feeling. I could have sworn there was somebody there when I knocked, but there was no answer.
No, there wouldn't be. Oh, well, I better go round and sell it. It's all right. There won't be any casualties.
But look, you're going to come and see our Tom after that, aren't you? And I'm coming with you, Jack. Tom's my brother. If there's going to be any fighting, I want to be in it alongside him.
Well, you can fight as much as you like, but I want one thing understood.
What's that?
I'll give the orders.
What's that?
Dolly! Open up in there! I'm coming in, mind!
I think you better open up. Your fella can be a terror when he's roused.
Well, he'll just have to be, won't he?
For the last time, Dolly! Haven't you got home of your own to go to, woman?
I'll put the kettle on.
Don't you ever lock me out of my own house again.
Better see about getting a new lock.
All right, Billy. Where's me dinner?
The kettle's on. Your dinner's been ready for 2 hours. You'll just have to get on with it.
You're going out?
You're all right. You can fetch your company here. I've got to go out for mine. Cheerio, Billy.
Just a minute. On your way back, you better call into the butcher's. Billy and me are going out and all. And when I get back, I want a fresh dinner.
Well, thanks, Lizzie. That soup was lovely. Just what I needed.
I don't like to see a man starving. I never have, and I hope I never shall.
Well, I'm grateful. Where's the family tonight?
The Licklands. At their granny's. I expect you've seen our Robert.
Aye. He's just in his element.
Look, I don't want him getting mixed up in all this.
He's enjoying it. I was the same at his age. Always looking for an adventure.
And you're still looking.
Hey, now, Lizzie. I never picked a fight with anybody.
No, but you wouldn't refuse one. Look at you. You're just sitting there gloating.
I wouldn't back down. That's what you mean. Don't exactly enjoy it.
That's right. Go on, admit it.
Well, I'll be...
Men, you're all the same. All you think about is putting your fists up. Mate, it's fists for everything. Fist for an argument in the pub. It's fist for a strike. Aye, and it's fist for a woman that tries to stand up for herself.
I'm not arguing, Lizzie, be fair.
And our Robert as well, you see. He's in his element.
He'll be all right.
And you know what mine is? It's worry.
He'll be all right, Lizzie.
With that pair, the great brutes.
I'll look after Robert, Lizzie. You know that. You won't be where this fight, and I'll see to it.
Well, mind you do. Those two. They've terrorised this neighbourhood for years. It's common knowledge. Man, woman and child. There's nobody safe for them, not even their own. And what have you men done about it, eh? Nout. Nout at all.
True enough. But something might happen tonight. There's plenty more field the way you feel.
Might, you see. Well, that's not good enough for me. You know what I think about this?
I'm waiting.
It's time the woman folk took a hand in it.
Against those two?
Aye, good tin panning. That's what they need.
So we'll take them all the way to the ship?
Only if we have to.
We need a dozen men. How can I hold them?
We've got them. We've all got scores to settle one way or another.
I see.
Call us the Mutual Aid Society. Like the co-op, eh, Billy?
You mean like this?
If we have to, Bunny lad.
I don't know what gets into our Dolly. Locking us out like that. Talk about feeling daft.
And you say you hadn't fallen out?
Well, a bit cool last night, perhaps.
When you got in, I suppose.
Aye, a bit huffed like. But she'll soon get over it.
Oh, it looks like it, doesn't it?
I don't know what you mean.
Don't tell me you're all that thick. I've been expecting this for a bit. No, Johnny, your mother's clothes aren't ready. Well, heavens above, I only washed them yesterday. And you? I knew the minute you walked through the door with your working clothes still on it, I'd come to a head.
You're not worried about Dolly, are you?
Now sit, Matt, and listen to what I've got to say.
I'd rather stand.
Look, I think you'd better sit down. It's about time you faced a few facts.
What for? Has somebody been talking?
Oh, there's nobody been talking. At least not that I know of. But the shop will be.
Aye. I thought. If there's any dirt to be scraped up, there's folk round here to do it.
It's got nothing to do with folk. I'm telling you what I think.
Oh, Dolly's been on to you. Hasn't she? Her and that Daisy Meadows. Well, just you leave them to me. I'll shop with a stop to her.
And say you do stop, Dolly. What about all the others? How are you going to stop them?
I've nothing to feel guilty about. I stayed in for you once. We paid a social call or two. We'll start here talking like this.
And you never off the doorstep? We're not bairns, Matt. You cannot stop folk from thinking. They're not blind, you know.
Blind? What do you mean, blind?
You know as well as I do there's more to it than being social.
All right. I admit it. But it's none of their business.
Well, maybe it isn't, but it is mine.
I like you, Lizzie. I like you a lot. I'd like to marry you.
No, go on. No, leave us be. I'll be all right.
I didn't mean to push you, Lizzie. You just forced it out of me.
I know, lad.
And I do like you. I always have.
And just how far do you think like will take you, Matt? There's not only me to consider, you know. There's me bairns. And there's not only the bairns. There's their father.
I know, Lizzie, I know.
Do you, Matt? We were married for 12 years, you know. It's a long time. It was many and many a time I thought he'd never come back from the war. And it was the shipyard that got him.
Which was he?
I never saw his face, you know. I had him boxed up when they brought him home. I never even got him a memorial stone.
I'd care for you, Lizzie.
Can you not say, lad? I'm spoken for. I wear his ring. And I've got his bairns to remind us. They'll have no other father.
And that's final?
Yes.
I better be going then. I promised you Robert I'd take a look at the pigeons, if that's all right.
You know it is. Our Robert thinks the world of you.
Well, so long, Lizzie.
Goodbye.
Well, that's the strength of it. A dozen men covering every corner end from here to Church Street. And then on we're safe. Let's folk all the way to the quay.
Seems all right.
Well, I think it's crazy. I mean, we can get you to the boat all right, but why do you have to go?
Because I want to.
Well, that's as good a reason as any, I suppose.
I'm glad somebody agrees with me.
I remember I went off to France in the same frame of mind. Anything to get out of it. I got out of it all right.
You're lucky. I never even got there.
Funny kind of luck.
All right, so I know it was rough. At least you have the satisfaction of having been there. I am coming back with a bit of confidence in the bargain.
Is that what you wanted to talk to me about?
Aye. Aye, that's it. I mean, fellas like you never seem to have any trouble with anything.
Don't you believe it, kidder? Never had a chance with you, Tom. Not like your brother or your sister.
I'm not complaining.
I know, that's why I'm here.
What would you do if you were me? Fight?
Aye, I would. You know what'll happen otherwise? They'll only wait for you coming back.
I've got to go, Jack, honest.
Well, suit yourself. I'll tell you one thing, mine. Nobody ever comes back with more than they took away.
No?
No.
Oh, well, you're not the dud of the family, are you?
No, well, that's another subject.
Aye. And I'm the expert.
They owe you a lot, don't they, Tom?
They owe me nought. Nobody owes me a bloody thing. But I owe you, Jack, and I won't forget it.
So that?
Oh, it's grub for the ship. Jessie brought it.
Sorry I missed her.
Aye, so am I.
You're not such a dud, are you, Tom?
Maybe not, but I'm still leaving.
Look, why don't you try it my way? It's worked before.
Look, what are you after? Those two could be here any minute.
Reinforcements, that's all I'm after. Just keep them happy till the reserves arrive.
Is this what you mean, Mrs. Ford?
Let's see.
Now, there's a real proppy mat. There's plenty of wear in that.
What do you think of it, Daisy?
I think it's grand.
Right then, I'll have it.
Mind you'll have to wait a month. You've got that many orders.
I'm not surprised. It's that bonny. How much did you charge?
2 shillings. It's all good stuff, mind. It's not too much, I hope.
I'm surprised you can do it so cheap, I am, really.
Mrs. Cattermole makes little uns for a shilling.
Aye, I've seen Mrs. Cattermole's mats. So you'll do it for us then?
Better times I would have done you one for free.
I wouldn't hear of it after all the work you've put in.
Sit down and have your teas.
Hey, this is nice. We should have known each other sooner. Jack kept saying how nice you were. But...
There's nobody that isn't welcome.
Oh, well, that's lovely. You have a real old-fashioned way of living. It's not often you get treated like that these days.
That's not the spirit there was, is there? Certainly not round here. Aye. They took care of things in the old days, you know. You take those 2 ruffians, the ones that's harassing poor Tom Seaton. In the old days, they'd have been tin-panned. Tin-panned out of the place.
Tin-panned? What do you mean?
Oh, aye, tin-panning.
Tin-panning did the trick. I've seen them run. Villains and rogues from a good tin-panning. Many and many a time.
But what was tin-panning?
Why, it was the streets way of letting a bad character know what we thought of him. Pots and pans, pokers and blazers, anything that would make a noise.
I reckon the tin pan will do the trick.
Is that him, Uncle Matt?
Aye, go and tell him, son.
Well, thanks very much, Mrs. Armstrong. The tea was lovely.
I've just seen them 2 men. We're going towards the stables.
Are they? A fetch a blazer and poker.
Now you can have it rough or easy. What's it going to be?
Maybe it's a slashing to remind him.
You want it rough? Do you? Right then. Let's have your jacket.
Go to hell.
Jacket. And get a move on. Yeah, there's an out there anywhere. I'll have your belt now.
What for?
Because I said so. Now chuck it away. Over there in the far corner. That's a good lad. Now sit down and take your boots off.
Who wants your boots off?
Take his short first.
Oh, I've spoiled it.
Sit down. Hey, boots. Come on, get on with it.
I thought I heard something.
Get away. Get on with it. So he wants it rough after all.
Rough as you like, Dodger. Stop! Right. Now let's have your jackets.
What for?
Because I say so. Your belts. Away, get on with it. Now your boots. Come on, let's have them. Come on, get on with it. Right, now out you go. They're waiting for you. There's nothing to be frightened of. It's only women and bairns. Out! Out! I think the women will look after them now.
All right, Tom? Aye. I'm all right. Except for my feet. They're killing us. Hey. Here, you better take care of this.
What about your boat?
It's like all the others. I've missed it.
Well,
Jack, I'm sorry.
never worked, Matt.
Why?
Too much candle, far too thick.
I suppose you're the expert, like.
That's common sense, man. Simple mechanics.
Well, that's the makings, lad. Now show us what you can do.
All right, I will. I'll beat you and all.
Will you race Uncle Matt?
Of course I'll race him. I'll race spots off him.
We're going to race what tanks, Auntie Dolly? Me and Uncle Matt.
Oh, that's grand, son. I've just been talking to Mrs. Trotter. She says the tin pan that pair all the way home last night.
How's Tom?
Oh, he's a bit shaken, that's all. He slept at his mother's.
Aye. About time.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Ford. It was Jack I was wanting to see, if I'm not interrupting anything.
No, come in. It's Lizzie to see you, Jack.
I'm sorry to bother you, Jack.
That's all right, Lizzie.
This chap came round with a letter this morning. Said it was from Mr. Gibson.
The yard manager. Well, sit yourself down, lass.
Now, Bonnie lad, bet you've been spoilt today. Did you enjoy your tea?
It's grand, Mum. 3 different kinds of cake.
Mind, it's nice to have one supporter in this house.
Hello, Matt.
Nice to see you, Lizzie.
This is a big surprise, Lizzie.
By it is. 15 bob a week, eh? Who would have thought it? Mind, it's all due to you, the man said.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of this. More something ex gratia.
Ex what?
Ex gratia, Lizzie. A little extra sort of gift.
Oh, no, I'd rather work for it. I prefer me independence.
Well, it won't be easy, Lizzie. 4 hours a night, office cleaning.
And bringing home me wages? I'll be glad and grateful.
But where's the job?
Shipyard office, a mile of stairs, the draftsman's office like the central station.
Ah, but still, 15 bob a week. That's good wages these days.
Aye, it is. It's nearly half a man's wage, that is. I'll be able to send him to the grammar now. Well, I'll away then. I just thought you'd like to know, Jack.
Yeah, I'm so pleased for you, Lizzie.
No more than me. I'm sure I'm walking on air. Well, now, ta-ra, son. Be a good lad.
Fetch me a scuttle of coals, will you, son? Hey, mind, that is good news. I'm so pleased for her.
It's good for the lad and all.
Aye. Come on and clap your hands. And for what? To see a woman like that? Have to get down on knees to scrub. A woman proud as a queen. Aye, and bonnier than many a queen. Sometimes I feel just like that tank. Blind, clumsy, hacking thing.
The tank, Uncle Matt, look at the tank.
Let's away and see the ships, lad.
What about the race?
We'll keep that for later. Oh, wait, can you, lad? Let's get a move on.
Make sure you're well happed.
Don't fret. I'll look after him.
now, Matt.
Just poor Matt, is it? You're going to have to look elsewhere, Dolly. Robert's not yours, he's his mother's. Make him welcome, but that's all.
I'll try.
That's all any of us can do these days.
Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy, sing. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a fishy when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a haddock when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a bloater when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a mackerel when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a salmon when the boat comes in.